I wish I for Miss Sansu will be a Kwabashankopa, a Sabe or Dino TV. Sene, your first time I heard the new TV. I'm sure when you did subscribe, like, comment, your comment section. Click on the notification button for more news updates. So, MOB Biara official pa, afisa say, na that's what in Crum Natchez. I subscribe to the new TV. Now, when you view a bill, we so as I share my for Natchez or Dini TV, a gusu improve. So, what I say, sir. Okay, Yantoaso. And then some na akwa say you could mu our Parliament House because ne day and a year His Excellency Nana Addo Kuffour or the nation address, the last nation's address tuja amagana for. Now for ye say the late President Lieutenant Rawlings no kenny yankasa Mrs. Konadu Rawlings our Parliament House your former President Kuffour so to say in fact impending for bebrena kopiemu our Parliament House na piemu kopiemu woni nyina because of today's event just say Nana Addo Kuffour the Excellency the nation's address now or the tujano or address the nation or just say the baby Ghana was siano our obijai ama former President John Dramani Mahama na me adoma on 7th of December sorry hey Mr. Komechi na me adoma on 7th of January 2025 okay na ebusha for penny never shade and I him say Mrs. Konadu Rawlings day or ye NDC ni because ne ho kenny anase nani kunu the late President Lieutenant Rawlings or no ye penny pa our National Democratic Congress nimba one three more day na pakan ebe fani ya sisi anokopie mu Parliament House e for in summer year His Excellency Nana Addo Kuffour edi tuja no kasa chiche bi ya bebenam so ama ho shiki ama Mrs. Konadu Rawlings kwa wonte ho asise how possible me ameti hey oh dem come on na just yenkoti mu nsem emra hihia me dase.
Agree with you. They're different. This is fiction. The data you are giving to us is fiction. There's a difference between reality and fiction. The economy of this country is what is prevailing in your pocket. Yes. Simplicity. If you have a government that has been able to push close to 1 million people in the Ashanti region into the poverty threshold, then what are you talking about? It explains the numbers. It explains the apathy towards the government. If you have a government that came into power on the pretext that it was going to move from taxation to production, can you say that indeed this government reduced taxes and then orchestrated
transition
to production?
Companies into...
That is not the case. You understand? A government that came, a lot of people, especially the elderly, believed that President Kuffour had what it takes to deal with the issue of corruption. Corruption rather fought him. He lost the battle on the way. He couldn't know where he was even passing. But let me say that in 4 days' time, we will be saved the trouble of fueling a Land Cruiser going around the country that was hosting a chair that the president was going to sit on.
I do understand.
The president was going around as it were putting a chair that he would be sitting in a Land Cruiser, fully furnished, branded, automatic brand new
it was for security.
Which one is the security? How many of the past presidents were going around with Land Cruisers? Is he the only president in this country? Is he the only president? Look, he is a president that came to meet the turbidity levels of our water bodies less than 14,000 NTU. He is leaving us with an NTU, a turbidity level of 14,000 and above. So what are you talking about? I don't believe that today he should go to the Parliament House and then speak at length. In fact,
are you serious?
No, his speech must be less than 3 minutes.
Why?
He should just go and tell the people, as he has begun saying, that let posterity be the best judge. And we will be in this country. For any president or for anybody in this country to miss President Kuffour will mean that his successor performed abysmally poor.
George, you can say that.
He's George.
Oh, Solomon.
He will very soon join me in opposition and you understand the language. Now he's in government, so he doesn't understand it.
You think he's winding up, so...
Oh, yeah, he would. What can he
but let me ask you, what do you think and how do you think posterity would judge the Akufo-Addo-Bawumia-led government on key policies like one district, one factory?
One district, one factory.
The implementation of a free SHS program.
Yes.
And then also anti-corruption. And then you have one village, one dam, and one constituency, $1 million appropriately.
So on the face of it, these policies are supposed to be very good policies.
Ideally.
If these policies were implemented well, this country would have moved forward. A policy like the one district, one factory, beautiful. Because if you go to China, the reason why China is booming today is as a result of such policies. But you see, that policy cannot meet your expectation when the monetary and fiscal policies of the government itself is also kicking against it. Industries thrive when your tax or taxations are very low. Industries thrive when your interest rate very low. You are talking about a country where, as he is living, the policy or the lending rate is in the region of 36%. Whose business will thrive under such a circumstance? You are talking about a country where today we are collecting COVID tax. Today, we are paying special import levy. Today, we are doing compound calculation of VAT. All these things kicks against business. And that is why you have a lot of the middle class having been wiped out. My brother was talking about the fact that people are living, were living. They are still living. They are running away from this country.
It hasn't halted?
No, they are going because they are not too sure. Until there is a monumental shift from the policies that were implemented by Nana Addo Kuffour, nothing is going to happen. See the way in the midst of the destruction of the environment, you had a president that introduced LI 2462, permitting people to be mining in our forest. So if you have such a president, how would posterity judge him right? And that posterity must be a very unserious posterity. Look, just this 31st night, I decided to go and fellowship at the National Cathedral site because that is where it has been designated for all.
You can't do
That's
that.
why I went there. No, I did a live video over there. I went there, the place was so quiet, nobody was there. And I said that this country, we are very hypocrite. You have a site that has been dedicated for your, as a National Cathedral, we are not done. You will not go there and worship.
The
president himself wasn't there. He that said God has chosen that very particular site.
But the place has not been completed.
But why must you complete first before you go in? You must go there. You gave us that hole. We can do something with it. $58 million. We threw it away. When people are wallowing in abject poverty, and you tell me we are going to miss him, we will miss him for the wrong reasons, not the good reasons. Nothing good has come from. Look, today is the 2nd of January. Charles, Congress of Heads of our State Secondary School, they are fighting with the Ministry of Education, Ghana Education Service, as whether or not they should reopen schools.
Today's dead.
That is the legacy of President Kuffour. As we speak, College of Education Teachers Association of Ghana, they have declared an indefinite strike. That is the legacy of President Kuffour. WAEC. Today, they released the results about 2 or 3 days ago. Now, parents don't know what to do. How they can even, as it were, push their words into the various tertiary institutions. And go and check the results. Porto. Go. Not very encouraging at all. Not encouraging at all because the students were even going to school without eating. That was when they gave them the social rights. Remember? You go and give these students social rights, they will give you a very bad results.
I don't understand. You mean this?
They will not be bad results. Yeah, social results.
No, you can't make.
No, it's a social results.
You can't make those.
This results is a social results spearheaded by the social president who is living, and we are very grateful that he is living. But I want to admonish George to immediately move himself from being a government appointee to now think of how to survive in opposition like me, because opposition is hell. We have suffered though, I'm telling you, and we will continue.
But you were a member of the EPP, so I don't see the reason.
Opposition in government, you was only opposition was in government.
I was with you for many years.
Went to government and you left.
How fondly or unfondly are we going to remember the Akufo-Addo Bawumia-led government in terms of what they said they would do, and just on the eve of leaving office, what they have done and bequeath ordinary Ghanaians? Yeah.
Good morning to our viewers. Good morning to my fellow panelists. And I welcome George into opposition.
He's not yet there yet.
Oh, he's there.
Almost,
he's there. A few days he'll be gone. He's there. You know, let me start from this point. The MPP didn't campaign on the economy.
I don't understand.
They didn't campaign on the economy. They campaigned on free SHS and digitalization. That was the major campaign of the MPP, which unfortunately they got it wrong. Because with digitalization, you need energy. Now, where's the energy sector today? With digitalization, you need energy. Free SHS. There are two strands to free SHS which they didn't consider. The first strand is those in the rural areas who will adore the freeness of the education. Fine. The second strand is the quality of education, where people in the urban areas who are urban poor, who like the freeness, but look at the quality of education and realize that the quality of education ain't getting them anywhere. That's the challenge. Let me go back. Don't stop saying, it's true. Let me go back to 2016. The president is leaving. The first point of call, he should answer some of the things he said and tell us whether he's been able to do it for the people.
Which are some of the promises?
I shall protect the public purse. Is it protected? Would you say the public purse is protected? You came in with the government, the previous government, taking us into IMF. You kicked against it. You said all the meat around the bone had been eaten. But you have come and you've cracked the bone and eaten the marrow. Absolutely nothing there. We are back at IMF. So tell me, how did you protect the public purse? 2, I am too old to steal your money. I already have my money. State capture. State capture. Look at the land.